Nope. Oh my god, why? I'm like trying to concentrate. And I would rather provide witty commentary and cutting moment-to-moment dialogue, but I just can't right now for some reason. This level requires too much concentration, and it makes me feel like a tryhard, and that makes me even more likely to mess up in some ways. One of the most annoying things about video games, in my experience, is that whenever you're doing a really challenging game, and then, like, you need not too much concentration and not too little, you need precisely enough. Because if you try too hard, then it actually becomes more difficult because you're more prone to making mistakes you normally wouldn't. It's like, no, it's not enough that you concentrate. You need to concentrate not too much or too little. Good luck. That's just like such a paradox. I took my hands off the control and I lost it for a second. It's fine. I did that last time. Give me you. Nope, I'm dead. Just a constant jump rope crap. Ugh. Like, we saw them do this before in that one Boom Boom Castle, and it's like, okay, fine, that one level. But now they're like, let me take this other level I also made and do this with it. I'm just so over both of these. Major just wanted over with energy. These two saws out of the way. They make dodging the rotodiscs really annoying. Though I guess I gotta admit, whenever we first encountered this saw level earlier in the episode, it felt like it was kind of mild by comparison, and now I feel like I understand why it was included. Because there was a harder version later. Just like in Baba Is You, where they make harder versions of what seems like the same puzzle, with some little elements here tweaked here and there. Oops, and now I'm out of ice flowers. Grand. Get a grip, Hallie! I'm just aggravated, that's all. I'm just aggravated. I hate these rotodiscs so much. I am feeling slightly time crunched today, because, like, it's the day after Thanksgiving that I'm recording this. Didn't record it Thanksgiving Day, because, like, the one side of my family had a party at 2, and that was all well and good. We had a good time there. I was mostly keeping track of my sister's kids while I was there, and it was fun, but also tiresome because, you know, little kids and all that. But, like, afterward, we went to my sister's place to hang out for the evening. The kids, they'd had a long, exciting day, so they went down to bed pretty quickly. And we stayed up late playing Mario Party, and then even later watching Lord of the Rings Return of the King, which is a very long movie even without its uncut, even without its cut features, rather. We watched the regular version, but we were up till like 1 in the morning. It was not pretty. Why am I risking my ice flower right now? And like, I slept late enough to be well rested for today and all. It's just, oh, screw off, rotodiscs. I really wasn't sure if they could get me there. Okay. So Tumbling goes by. Play hop. Just play jump rope. Jump rope. Jump rope. Jump rope. Okay. Bop. Here's the key. We just gotta get back with it. And we gotta thaw some blocks. Place this gently here. Get out of the way, you stinking saw. Goodbye. Now let's find out. No, the blocks are not harmful to touch. Here we go. But anyway, the reason I'm feeling time crunched is because I'm also going to help my sister again today in the afternoon, and I'm recording this like with just enough time to get the videos all chopped up and taken care of before I would go to her place. Thanks, guy. I know I did it to myself, shut up. So it's just a lot of jumping paratroopers, apparently. Northbound Shells, huh? I didn't even read the title before I started it last time. Wow. I'm just that bad, apparently. Nice aim, guy. Really great stuff. Very, very good. Dang it. Oh. I thought I'd get another sick bounce. At least it doesn't look like this level will be too long. At least if the Dragon Coin pacing is anything to go off of. I fell for it again. These hammer bros. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Ah. We're getting so close, I think. It's just a lot of stuff. I wasn't ready. Man, if I had like a fire flower here, that would be like baller. Instead, I have nothing. My life right now, dude. Actually, I'm feeling kind of tired. Like, you ever been kind of tired and not realized it until it kind of just suddenly hits you? Like, oh yeah, I guess I am. It takes a moment for the exhaustion to set in, and then you're like, oh. I really don't like these Hammer Brothers. This is like just the right combination of things that I'm required to deal with at such a pace that dealing with them is very uncomfortable. Yeah, there we go. Man, he really waited as long as he could before throwing that, didn't he? I can't just camp back there. Oh my god, these Koopa formations. Yay. Yay. Okay. No! I really just needed to grab the dragon coin and be ready to jump on the paratroopas, and somehow I screwed it up. But yeah, I'm having like one of those moments where I'm like, I feel like I was okay, and then the fatigue just hits you all at once, and you're just like, wow, I'm actually really tired right now. Hard to tell whether it's just because I've been playing serious business or not. It do be exhausting. Screw off, Hammer Guy. Levels like this are times where it's like really hard for me to tell if the developer's being diabolical with their placement or just throwing things down at random and seeing if it's a challenge or not. Because I've known developers on both ends of the spectrum. Like, back in the RMN days, Izrieri was a noteworthy person who would absolutely place his enemies in the most vile situations just to mess you up. Oh, you thought you could spin jump that rainbow shell? No, it was covered by a hammer, you silly fool. But yeah, like, Izrieri, a noteworthy evil developer person. There was absolute intention behind every NPC he placed. I can't do this today, can I? My brain is too fried. This screen pace is also... Thanks, Hammer Guy. You could have thrown it at any interval before then, and I would have been fine. Yeah, this level might be too much for my brain right now, which is not a good sign, because we're only, like, just barely at the halfway mark, or past the halfway mark on my recordings. Can you not, Guy? Oh my god, these Koopas. There you go. Destroy this. Can you not? Oh, so that was a paratrooper, or no, a homing Koopa, and that's why he never moved when he appeared on screen. Of course. Of course. Of course. And there's the exit, of course. Yeah. Gotta love Hammer Bros, man. Just never know when they're gonna throw. Never know. I don't think these blue ones are any more consistent than the regular ones, at least. But I still don't know what makes the blue ones special, so, like, could be anything, really. Maybe they do throw the hammers deterministically, and I just can't tell. Because years of playing SMBX have screwed up my expectations for how Hammer Bros behave. Thanks, Bullet. No, I could count on you to ruin my day. See, that one was the super fast throw, where there's like not even a quarter of a second between one hammer and the other. By the way, this is actually... screw off, Chomp. This is like merciful compared to how regular Hammer Bros work. They're actually a lot more horrifying in the mainline retro games.